General thoughts is starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Generals, it's showtime. What's up, my generals, and happy new year. In the club with my trainer, we be rocking. But nah, happy new year, you guys. It's what, like the second week now of January, y'all. We made it. We are into 2025, and as you can see from the title, even though I don't even know what the title is gonna be just yet, but as you can see with the title, we gonna dig into the things of the new year. I know, of course, when the new year comes, we get so wrapped up in our goals, our vision board. I even did a vision board, y'all, this year, which I normally do not. I'm not gonna lie, I am one who definitely believes in, like the Bible says, Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain. So I will write things down, and I'll do that kind of like in my journal or whatever. But this year I did decide to actually do a vision board. Even though I still feel like it was more words than pictures. But anyway, I know how we can get into our vision boards and just diving down with our goals and plans that we, want to see come to fruition for the new year. But it's, of course, easier said than done, honey. Anybody can write those things down, but it's like really trying to dig deeper into making those bigger goals kind of like smaller goals. And then I started thinking, I was like, you know what? Not even just like as far as like my goals, I just have some things that, I just wanted to share. And I'm like, it's just things that I want to do better. And I wouldn't necessarily even say like they're goals. I guess they're still goals, but just things that I recognize about myself that I know that I need to improve, that I need to work on. And it could even be down to just the slightest things, but I know there's things that, I just want to see improvement, and, some progress going into the new year. So again, I was like, why not share it, of course, with y'all? Because I feel like, of course, I'm not the only one that be going through this, but all this, people be so quick. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard it this year, the whole little saying, new year, new me. But it's just so easy, to get wrapped up in saying new year, new me. And then I'm not gonna lie, then the year comes, it's December, and January's coming, and you looking back and you're reflecting, and you just like, I mean, I wrote some things down, but I didn't really get to those things that I wrote down. I must say, me raising my hand, that was me. And I think that that's why, kind of like around the new year, I don't know, for most people, but for me, it doesn't always just be all this lights and glam and partying and fireworks and I'm so happy it's a new year. For me, it kind of sometimes give me a little New Year's blues, because I feel like for me, one, my birthday is in June. So it's an automatically reminder, like, girl, it's January. And in 5 more months, boom, you about to be, already into a new chapter. Because a lot of times I don't really judge my progress off of like the new year, like as in January. I be judging it, honey, off of that age. I know I'm not the only one who does that. I don't know what it is about us women. Well, more so probably women. But we be acting like we got that biological clock and everything is about our age. So January is just a reminder of how close I am getting to June, and knowing, of course, that I'm going to be another year older, and just reminded again of how, of course, I thought, by a certain age or by this age, I want to accomplish this, I want to do this. And then if you don't get to those things about an age, it can kind of sometimes get you a little bit in your feelings. So that's one thing I feel like the New Year's kind of remind me of. And then, of course, just knowing like, dang, it's a whole nother year. And if you did have goals and you didn't reach those goals, now you're looking at it and sometimes you can beat yourself up because you just like, dang, in the beginning of the year, I had all this energy. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And baby, again, come that next following January, 12 months later, you looking like, girl, you ain't do nothing that you said you was going to do. Or maybe you did it, but you ain't get all the way to that mark. So it can just be a little hard and rough around the New Year's. And again, I just was like, I know I'm not the only one who be feeling like that. I feel like everybody be so excited and pumped about the New Year's, and I'm just like, that's just a reminder that it's another year. I'm getting older, and it's another year that I'm reminded that I'm not exactly where I wanted to be. But I have to also, of course, remind myself, and I do be trying to give myself grace, but also I'll be like, girl, no. You know how when you be like trying to, you'll be honest with yourself and point out like where you went wrong, especially if you're talking to other people, and they'll be quick to say, yeah, but give yourself grace, you're doing a good job. But from your point of view, you're looking at it and they're like, girl, I'm not doing a good job, because you just be so hard on yourself. Like, I definitely never been a type where I need other people to critique me and tell me, for the most part, where I went wrong or what it is that you probably should do and pivot and do this, because 9 times out of 10, I promise you, I've already told myself, like, I'm so hard on myself. Like, I really am. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I necessarily feel like you kind of need that tough love. And I'm going to get that tough love from myself, point blank, period. But I just be thinking, like, no, I don't think I need to be giving myself grace. Like, I don't think, like, I put, like, my best foot forward, if that makes sense. Because I'm just always thinking, like, yeah, you did this, but you could have did this, and you could have went harder, you could have, and then it's a whole matter of too, like, not trying to compare yourself and trying to look at everybody else's journey. Of course, it's okay to get, motivated, to get inspired, but it can be so hard when you're looking at other people's journey. And even though you're admiring their journey, sometimes you can just reflect on your own. You're just like, okay, well, dang, they can do it. I'm motivated. I'm inspired because, I'm seeing them doing. But then you be like, but what is it that I'm missing? Like, I've even told my best friend this. Like, I be feeling like sometimes I'm just missing, like, that kind of, like that it factor, that wow factor. And I know that kind of comes from comparison. So here we are, and I'm just going to, really break down just little things that I feel like where I went wrong or where I want to change, and again, just share it with you guys. I feel like too, I saw a clip and it was saying, a lot of us are holding each other's back, a lot of us are holding ourselves back because we don't want to open up. Like, we don't really want to get to the point of where we're being vulnerable. And I'm not gonna lie, I resonate with that, because I be feeling like, even with me, like, I be having so much to say, but I don't be wanting to say it. It's like part of me just don't really be wanting to take the time to be vulnerable. And I feel like, as far as being a creator, I do feel like most creators that are really big and really successful, sometimes those be the ones who really open up and be vulnerable. And that's why they're able to grow as quickly as they can grow, because people love that. That's why people love reality TV. People want the real, baby, okay? That's a lot of times what sells. And with me, I don't be with that too much. So I was like, yeah, I need to do better with that. So yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do better with being vulnerable, because plus too, you just never know who else is feeling the same exact way. And if you're a creator, I kind of feel like that's the whole purpose. Like, you should be able to have a platform where you can express yourself, be vulnerable, to your community, and be able to put yourself out there, because you just never know who else resonates with what it is that you're going through. So that's where I'm at with it too. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be more vulnerable. So I guess saying that's starting off with number 1. What I am trying to do, baby, in the year of 2025. Okay, for one, I am trying to be committed to being more vulnerable, more open as far as being on camera with my content. It's like, I am telling myself this year, in the year of 2025, to be more vulnerable. And that is just me really putting myself out there, and letting, again, my community know how it is that I feel. I see so many other videos and I'm like, now, I felt that same way. Why didn't I speak on it? Why didn't I share something? Or just whatever it is that I might be going through. It's like, again, you just never know who's going through the same thing. It's like, you have to do that sometimes. So I'm trying to learn it to be just more open. Share your story. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people gonna judge, they're gonna judge, or they're gonna relate, they're gonna relate. But put yourself out there and be vulnerable. So I of course wanted to be sure I wasn't gonna be all over the place, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me write some of this stuff down. So that's what I did. So again, things that we are going to be implementing into the year of 2025, because baby, we not going into the new year of course, when the time comes and it's 20, my shirt keep on rising up, and it is 2026. Oh gosh, that just sounds crazy. But we not going into New Year's and it's gonna be 2026 and we just looking back and we like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing transpired. I always be saying like, God, I just want to see some progress in my life. Like sometimes I be feeling like I don't even be knowing exactly like what it is to maybe like necessarily ask for, but I just be to the point where I want to see progress. Like I want to look back on every year and be like, okay, that year I did this, I learned this, you know what I'm saying? See some type of progress and not just seeing stagnation, you know? So that has just been like my biggest thing. Like I want to see progress in my life. Okay. So these are things that I'm doing come 2025. So first, like I said, this is just small stuff, baby. Just small random stuff. But again, I gotta put it out there. First and foremost, this year, keeping the hair done. Like, I know it just sounds so simple, but I'm a big wig person. But it's like, aside from even just wearing wigs, besides from just like wearing wigs, I am just trying to get to the point where I keep my hair done. Point blank period in the end. And of course, as y'all know, I have a daughter. I'm trying to get to the point where I literally keep me and little Jeneral hair done all the time. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like to do hair, whether it's my own hair or my daughter's hair. But again, whether I'm doing it or I'm paying someone to do it, I'm just trying to get in the habit of keeping our hair done. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, I just feel like I could just get so used, just so like in my own little world, and I'll just throw me on a wig and just call it a day. But it's like, no, I want to, be versatile with my hair looks. I want to literally find me a good stylist here. And I mean, I really would look up if I could find me a good stylist. I'm not gonna lie, that does natural hair, but also, if I wanted a sew-in or a quick weave or a ponytail or updo, that they can do that too. Or I wanted braids. And if I wanted to send my daughter to her too, like she could do my daughter hair, like she do braids. I know that's kind of like a stretch, like to find somebody who low key like just do it all, and that do kids hair too. I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't find it, but I really want to invest in that because I feel like I'm definitely a person. I don't know why I be doing that, but I be real hesitant when it comes to like really investing, even something as simple as that. Like, and I have to get out of that. That's another thing that brings me to like getting to the point where I'm okay with investing into myself. Whether that's my physical appearance, whether that's as far as my education, taking a class, taking some type of training course, investing into my child with whatever it is that she's good at. I saw a clip and they were saying the things that rich people do, and that was one of the things on the list. Like rich people, they invest into their children because, wow, of course, as we know, our children literally are the future, so they invest into their kids. And I feel like that's something that unfortunately a lot of Black people don't do. Like they'll be quick to, maybe I'm saying they because I ain't one of them as far as this part I'm about to say, but they'll be quick to sit here and spend so much money on games and $200 pairs of sneakers. Meanwhile, if your child wanted to do a little $200 class for something, you'll be looking at them like, who got $200? Like, being hesitant or not wanting to invest into their future, something that they can learn, something to better them, but will spend it on a game or a game system or some shoes. Like, baby, we got to invest into our kids and invest into ourselves. And as far as me with my styling business and being a creator, it's like put your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? And I be so hesitant when it comes to investing, when it comes to just like money, period. And that's something that I've been dealing with, and God has been working and molding and shaping me with that, because I feel like it comes from a lack of, it comes from a mindset of lack. So you feel as though like, oh, I don't want to invest, or I don't want to buy this, or blase, blase, because you have this mindset of lack. And it's like, we can't have that mindset and be God's children when we know that He will give us more than what it is that we need, that He will supply us with everything that it is that we need as we go on. And that's just walking by faith. But I feel like sometimes I just feel like, no, I don't want to spend this, I don't want to do that, because it's like you're trying to be possessive, you're trying to hold on, you want to save all the money, you want to hold on to all the money, so you just think it's better that way. And it's like, it's not, because we don't have no faith. We're not operating off of having faith in God. We're just operating off of, baby, I want to hold on to this because I don't know when it's going to come back. Okay? And that has been my mindset. And I had to let that go and realize that, I can't, as the Bible said, we can't have two idols. Like, I can't worship money and Him. I have to worship Him and know that He will send the provision. He will send me the resources. And that me and my daughter will always be good. Instead of having this mindset of lack and fear and you never want to spend nothing. Like, I'm definitely not one of those girlies. Like, I cannot relate when I'm just scrolling and girls are like, oh, I just spent this and I just spent this. And I'll be like, girl, you just spent what? Like, but again, it's a mindset. And I am trying to get completely out of that. I will say this past year, God has definitely showed me, like, well, this past year and a year before, so 2024 and like 2023, He's definitely showed me, like, baby, He will provide. So it's like, if you have that mindset of He will provide, then why do you feel so, like, possessive when it comes to money, and you have the fear of you running out? Like, God never runs out. His resources, His supply is everlasting. So like, if you know that, and He showed you from previous seasons and time before that He will provide, then it kind of be like you contradicting yourself. But of course, too, I'm not sitting here saying like I want to be out here just like spending money all willy-nilly. I of course still want to be not an impulsive buyer. I want to be a very smart buyer, and where it is that I'm investing my money and stuff. But I have to know that God got me, baby. He gonna always provide. He's been providing, and I don't have to let money rule and control me as far as to that aspect. So I'm trying to do better with keeping the hair done and keeping my daughter's hair done, and just investing into us overall, and not thinking that I can't invest in myself. Like, I will invest into everyone else, or buy this or buy that for everyone else. But when it comes to me, I'm like, no, I shouldn't do that. I probably should get this, and I probably should get that. And sometimes I just was watching a sermon of with Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, and she was just even speaking on it. Like, sometimes we could be doing the right thing, but doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can think that, oh, what you're doing is doing something right, and that you're pleasing God, and that you're, just all good intentions. But at the end of the day, we could be doing it completely wrong. And I feel like that really stood out to me, because I could be the type to be thinking like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm saving my money. I ain't touching it. I'm not out here like everybody else buying all this stuff all willy-nilly. Meanwhile, God's sitting here like, baby, but you doing it all wrong. Like, you got good intentions and you think that you're doing it right, but you are doing it all wrong. I gave you those resources for a reason. I wanted you to go buy that new tripod or that new light, or I wanted you to go and invest in yourself, buy you new clothes to invest inside your appearance, because of where I'm taking you. I wanted you to take that speech class. I wanted you to take this class. Like, so it's like, you'll have good intentions and thinking that you're doing something right, and baby, you're doing it wrong. So like Pastor Sarah Jake said, that's why we got to be checking in. Like, we have to check in with God, and that's why we ask Him every day to give us our daily bread, because every day He grants us his new mercies. So we ain't trying to just be living off of his mercies from yesterday or what he told us to do yesterday or 10 years ago, but being sure that we're constantly checking in to what it is that he's asking us to do, because at any given moment, like she was saying, we have to be able to pivot. And I'm like, you know what, she's so right. So check in. Okay, God, I know that you gave me this money. Is it that you're wanting me to save? Like, I really be like trying to ask God for real, because it's like I'm one of those people where I don't be wanting to do things wrong, so I be like, okay, let me ask God what it is that he wants me to do. And I feel like sometimes even if he answers me, I just be deciding that I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. But it's like, no, girl, it don't work like that. You need to check in, because you don't want to be thinking that you're doing something right and maybe you're doing it wrong. So I'm like stuck in between, okay, y'all, we're not gonna be no impulsive buyer this year, but also I'm like, I be feeling like God be, also be wanting me to know to get what it is that you need. And it's so crazy because I remember seeing a clip like that, like with someone just saying, like, I don't know who this is for, but God is just saying, like, get the things that you need. And I fall victim of that so many times, where it's things literally that I will need, but I'm like, let me not get it, or I can wait for it. It can wait. Maybe I can get it tomorrow. I'll get it on Friday. I'll get it next week. And it's like, why do I do that? Like, girl, get the things that you need. If God has, put you in a position where you have it to get the things you need. But again, I'd be like, no. I'd be so stuck on trying to make God proud and not trying to, again, do the wrong thing. And I feel like sometimes I still end up doing the wrong thing, because I'm like, no, I don't want to just be spending it, because I don't want God to think that I'm not being a good steward of what it is that he blessed me with. That's exactly what it be like. I don't be wanting to move and make the wrong move, and God like, oh, you spent that, but I really want you to do that. So it's like I'll be more so reluctant to do it versus just being obedient and having that discernment to know what it is and checking in, like Pastor Sir Jake said, checking in so that way, like, I'll know what it is that he wants me to do. But instead, honey, I just be reluctant. I'd be like, no, I'll wait. And it definitely all comes from that mindset. So that's definitely something that I'm trying to do better with in this year of 2025. Don't be impulsive, just spending all willy-nilly, but at the same time, check in and, get the things that you need and be willing to invest in yourself. Like, I haven't even went like shopping, and I don't know how long, because why? In my mind, I'm like, no, I shouldn't go shopping. God wouldn't want me to spend my money on that. I be taking it as because it's materialistic things that God wouldn't want me to do it, but it's like, it's still some things that God would want you to do, because we don't know where it is that God could be taking us to. And if he could be taking you from the background to the forefront, baby, he know that he wants his baby girl to be up there looking presentable. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to be representing, So it's like, I guess sometimes too, it's kind of like, don't always overthink, Which I guess brings me to my next point of things I'm trying not to do in 2025. I am not trying to overthink, y'all. I am so big on just overthinking. I feel like I be overthinking, which then leads to my emotions being all over the place, but then just leads to, baby girl, I need you to get some type of control here. Like, lack of self-control, which we know anyway is one of the 9 spirits. One of the 9 fruits of the spirits is self-control. And I'm trying to work on it. I've been trying to work on it, but again, I'm sharing with you guys. So this is something that, I'm trying to master in 2025. I am trying to master my self-control in this year. And when I say self-control, I don't even mean it like as far as just like, I think like what's the main thing that comes to people's mind as far as like acting out, like not acting out and knowing how to control myself. But even just aside from that, self-control as far as having control over myself. Like if I say I'm gonna do something, Why is it that you don't do it? Why don't you keep the promises that you tell yourself? Like, how you want other people to keep their promises to you and to be consistent when it comes to dealing with you, but you're not even consistent with yourself. You don't even have self-control. Baby, you lack in self-control yourself, but yet you want that from somebody else. So when I think of self-control, I even mean it as far as that controlling my mouth, controlling my mind. Okay, stop letting the enemy and these thoughts take captive in my mind. No, 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 no. We should be casting down everything that is not, equivalent to what it is that the word is saying. So I'm trying to get some control of my mind, some control of my body, and just more discipline, because I am so quick to make promises and I break my own promises to myself. And I just feel like that's not the characteristics of being that girl. Okay? Like, if you're gonna be that girl, I feel like that girl, when she make promises to herself, she stands on her word. She's very disciplined, okay? Because consistency ain't nothing but discipline. That's you consistently doing whatever it is that you say you was gonna do every single day. That takes discipline, And yeah, you're not that girl if you can't do that. And of course, who don't want to be that girl? Like, everybody just think that girl is just walking into a room and looking like that girl. Anybody can look like that girl. But do you have what it really takes to be that girl? Because that girl, she has self-control. She has discipline. So that is definitely something that I am trying to do better in 2025. Of course, all 9 fruits of the spirit, like Pastor Mike Todd said, some of y'all vision board just need to be all 9 fruits of the spirit, baby. But self-control is a big one with me, because I can definitely say, I lack self-control. I'll tell myself promises all the time. Even something as simple as like, okay, when I wake up, I'm gonna go walking. And then you wake up, you don't go walking. But meanwhile, if somebody told you that, like, hey, when you wake up, me and you gonna go walking, we're gonna go get breakfast, you're gonna be looking forward to that. You're gonna be looking forward to that. Like, okay, that's what they said, so that's what we doing. And then if they don't deliver, you're gonna be looking like, well, dang, I thought you said we was gonna walk. I thought you said we was going to breakfast. Like, what's up? You didn't keep your word. But yet you don't keep your word to yourself. So I have to do so much better on that, because baby, I even last year, was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year. Baby even went to the extreme, not the extreme, but brought a whole planner. I was like, you know what? Just to be sure I kind of really have, some self-control and really can hold myself accountable, I'm going to get me a planner. Baby, I'll write in that planner what I'm going to do for the following day. And maybe come the end of the night, when I look back inside that planner, I didn't do the things I said I was going to do. And of course, too, a lot of that has to do with also, too, like laziness, because you're just putting things off. Or, you're just procrastinating, which procrastination is definitely something I did put on my vision board. But I feel like even aside from just like laziness, it's just a matter of you have no self-control. And that is a problem. That's why God doesn't even like gluttony. Because at the end of the day, gluttony is nothing but a lack of self-control. Like, you should be able to know when you're full. Which, that's another one on my list. I promise you, I actually wrote it down. And y'all think I'm playing. But no, it says stop overeating. That's why you be feeling sluggish all the time. And that's why you be feeling sluggish all the time. Which leads me to what we just was talking about. Like how sometimes it can even just be, okay, you don't have self-control because, you might be, dealing with a little bit of laziness. Yeah, and now you probably dealing with a little bit of laziness or feeling sluggish. You don't want to do nothing that you wrote down in your planner because you're not overate. Stop eating. Put the fork down. You've had enough. I literally wrote that. Stop eating. Stop overeating. Eat light. Okay? Eat light. Like, when I tell you, like, when I be talking to God, I really just be like, God, sometimes I just be feeling like I just want you to just change everything. And a lot of times I'll tell him, like, change my appetite. change my appetite. Change the things I be craving. Like, sometimes I do just be wanting to be like the little, reality TV stars, when you see them go to dinner and they got like a little piece of meat like this and just some green leafy things next to it, and you just be looking like, that's all y'all eating, y'all full? But I love that though, because I feel like too, when you see them, 9 times 10, a lot of times they don't look bloated. A lot of times too, they don't be giving like that they're tired, that they're feeling, sluggish. They seem like they be having energy. And I feel like a lot of times I be feeling so just sluggish and be feeling like, oh baby, I don't want to do nothing. Especially on a Saturday, Sunday morning, when I'm over here making pancakes, eggs, sausage, or grits, eggs, and sausage, and a nice butter biscuit, baby. After I eat that meal, I don't want to do anything. You know why? Because, baby, half the time you don't overeat. Put the fork down. Put the fork down. Stop overeating. That goes, again, along with self-control. You don't put that fork down, and you're steady overeating, which is now basically you sinning, because now you just have this gluttony spirit because you don't have self-control. You know daggone well you're full. You are full. But I think too, especially like if we at a restaurant or something, we just take it as like, oh, it's just a little bit. Like, I don't want to get a box just for that. Like, no, I even be telling my daughter, because Lord knows, little Jeneral, I mean, look at her mother. She has a big appetite. But I've even told her, like, start to kind of even just something as simple as eating slower. Because I do find when I eat slower, it is kind of like tricking your mind. Because your mind looking at it as, like, we've been almost eating now for going on, you know what I'm saying? We've been eating for a little minute. Like, we ain't done yet. It's like, eat slower. Versus when you're eating so fast, it's like you don't even give your brain time to catch up with your stomach, that baby girl, to give you that signal, like, we full. Because you're just eating so fast. But I even just be telling her, like, just how that little dance go on TikTok. Just take your time. Slow it down. Eat slower. So we are working on that. Eat slower in 2025. And literally ask God to kind of like change your appetite. Instead of us always wanting the most greasiest thing up on the menu sometimes. I'm not saying it like that, because sometimes you going out to get the greasiest thing on the menu. But as far as me and my own solo path that I'm walking, and if you've been following me anyway, you've been seeing like me kind of, taking you guys along with me as like I'm finding out about different healthy alternatives and stuff like that. Because, I still want to be able to eat the things that I want to eat, but I don't want to have to eat the ones that have all that extra stuff in it, if I can help it. And since I got my little app that I be scanning, and of course that it lets you know like things that's positive and negative about the item that you scan, that you're thinking about eating or whatever, or you might already be eating. And if it is bad or poor, it gives you like recommendations of things that like you can try. So since then, me and Lil Jeneral, we have just been on our whole like healthy alternatives, eating, and really trying to implement it into a lifestyle, for me and her. And so much that goes on, with things that goes on as far as our immediate family. And that's a lot of things could be hereditary. We ain't trying to claim that. We trying to be the ones that can break the cycle. How can you break the cycle, but you ain't trying to break the curses? Like, you have to do things different. Nobody in my family be on it, trying to eat different, eat, healthier. I mean, we got a lot of people that kind of stop eating pork now, but it's like nobody's really to the point where they're that mindful of what it is that they eat or put into their body. So me and Lil Jeneral has started that. So yeah, I've been telling God to help me to simply just change my appetite, and just want to eat more lean, more clean. Like, again, I'm still trying to eat the same things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still want me some pizza, but now I'm trying to find the cauliflower pizza. You know what I'm saying? Or I still want me some I don't know, chocolate chip cookies. But I'm just now trying to find, that one's it has been hard for me to find. Like some good tasting chocolate chip cookies, but like organic and a little healthier chocolate chip cookies. Baby, I've been on a hunt. Okay? I've been on a hunt. I've been finding a lot of them that has like less calories, but it's still like a lot of different things that like they might be high in sodium, or they might have a lot of different alternatives that they put in it. So that has been hard. But again, I'm just still trying to eat the things I want to eat, but a little healthier. And I've actually been taking God, of course, and we're not taking him on his journey, but including him, in this journey, like, yeah, like letting God know what's my plan, what's my weight goal, and just, asking him to literally guide me through this and, help me when I have some of these certain cravings and just wanting sweets and cakes and pies and stuff. But the fact that I'm trying to do it, but do it the right way, okay? Like, I don't want to wait till I have some type of health problem or something. I just want to do it now just because I want to do it now. And I want to do that for me and my daughter. And it's so cute because everybody, like, knows we be on it now, and she's aware, and she be trying to, like, get her healthy stuff, so she's on board. And I literally love that for us now. Like, I want to be able to wake up and eat food and have energy and not feeling sluggish to where now I don't want to do the rest of the things that I said I was going to do for the day. Like, I feel so unproductive when I do that. Don't get me wrong, I do it, especially even taking like my little afternoon naps. I'll do it. But then when I get up, I'll feel so guilty. It is like God would just convict me. Like, see, look at you. You're not overate. Then you not took that nap. And now it's 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, you said you was going to do X, Y, Z. Now you behind on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't realize it. A lot of times, too, it could be just the trick of the devil, the trick of the enemy. Like, yeah, do this, eat this. Come on, let's take a nap. Like, he's always trying to get us off of our plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't never want us, for the most part, doing the right thing. Like, we know that. We already know he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So he comes to steal our time, trying to get you to take naps or do something else, because why? He wants to steal away your time. And time is moving, baby. Time is moving. So we ain't got time to be overeating, feeling sluggish, and now we can't do what we need to do. Because, baby, time is moving, and we need to be moving right along with it. So put the fork down, okay? I'm trying it, and not even just trying it as far as because I just want to lose weight. Like, who would sometimes want to lose, a little bit of pounds or tone up? But it's, again, because I just want to eat better. And I'm definitely also going to make it my goal for now on, like, when I go on trips, especially, and I'm out and about, different cities, new states, new countries, to, eat different, eat different, try new foods, new culture, and just try to eat more lean and clean. So self-control goes for that too, baby. We are not overeating. We are eating more lean and clean, more organic, in 2025. And again, be sure if y'all have the app that y'all scanning it, because all this stuff that be saying 0 sugar and what else? Keto. 0 sugar, no sugar added, keto. Even some of the stuff that say organic or 100% juice or 100 calories, like, everything be sometimes advertised and be looking like, oh yeah, let me grab this because this is healthier. And maybe when you scan it and it gives you everything some of this stuff just, it be trash. You still might as well be getting what you've been getting. So scan it so that way it can really kind of like let you know, because you want to get, the best. You want to get something where you're eating a lot of protein, you're getting good fiber, but yet it's still a good calorie intake. And of course, prayerfully it will taste good. You want to be able to enjoy what it is you're eating. But it's not high in sodium, it's not high in calories, it's not high in sugar, and blah, blah, blah. Because if I can get the same thing and get about the same taste, but one is less in all of the calories and sugar and all that, and one is higher and all of that stuff, why wouldn't I want the one that's less than the one that's high and all of that stuff that I don't need in my body? Like, and they both taste the same. I mean, it might be off just a little bit, but for the most part, they both taste the same. Why would I want that garbage? You know what I'm saying? So that just be my mindset. Like, why would you? It costs a little bit more a lot of the times. We're eating organic, eating clean, and, but again, it's an investment. Back to what I said before, it's kind of like sometimes we got to invest in ourselves. Because as we already know anyway, our health is our greatest wealth. Because, baby, if that health ain't right, you ain't doing nothing. So you want to pay that little extra $2, to be sure you better in your health, or you just want to, okay. But yeah, I literally had that on my list. Um, do better with managing your day. Have a schedule and stick to it. Stop putting things off for later, procrastinating. Have a do it now spirit, and have a finish it spirit. Yeah, have a do it now spirit, and ask God for a finish it, complete it spirit. Stop starting things and then you don't finish it. You don't follow through with it. You're letting yourself down because you can't even keep your own promises. So the fact of that, again, we were just speaking on that last part, you can't even keep your own promises, because that still goes back, or kind of, ties into having self-control. When you don't do good with having good self-control, now you can't even keep your own promises, so you're doing nothing but just letting your own self down. So now your mind is just getting so programmed to, even when you tell yourself like, no, okay, we're going to take a nap, but we getting up in 1 hour to go work out. Your mind low key thinking like, yeah, that's what you say, but your body like, girl, we ain't about to go work out. Because you do this all the time. You'll tell your mom all the time, we're going to take a little 30-minute nap and we're going to go do this. You're about to get up, cook dinner, and do this, and you don't do it. So now your body not even getting like an emotion of like it's wanting to get up when it hears the alarm go off, or when it knows it's time for you to do something, because your body not got so programmed with knowing like you ain't going to do it. You ain't going to get up. You say it, but you ain't going to get up. Like, yeah, that end part all ties back into having self-control. But I love about me, again, like I told you, I'll tell myself about myself. A lot of times I don't need nobody to tell me about myself, because I promise you, I'm as hard as me as I should be, I feel like. But this was so good when it spoke on have a do it now spirit, and ask God for a completed spirit, a finish it spirit, because I am so famous for that, and I really do hate that about myself. But I will start something and I will not finish it. I know a lot of people be praying like, yeah, God, just help me start. And a lot of people like, all you have to do is start. The hardest thing to do is start. I don't feel like the hardest thing to do is start. I feel like it's so easy to make the Instagram, go print out the business card, make t-shirts, even create a LLC, make a website. I feel like that stuff is so easy to do. But baby, you can start it now all you want. But that finish it spirit, that completed spirit is something totally different. And that's where I struggle at. Because trust me when I say, oh, I'm going to start. I'm the queen of, I'm going to start. But am I going to finish it? Am I going to complete it? I don't know. A lot of times the answer is no. I'm leaning my arm right now on this dresser that I started and I did not finish. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I'm literally sitting next to my own revelation just now. Like, I don't even, oh my gosh, I don't even want to tell y'all when I started. But a lot of people know I started YouTube originally with my little DIY projects, and I still love DIY. I just think, again, I got real lazy, I feel like, along the way. And I don't really, and until I'm not gonna lie too, I don't really do it as much, because I feel like at this point I need to move. This is the house I started DIYing in, and at this point I can't do any more DIY projects, baby. It's time for me to move. I have outgrown my space. But I started this dresser. It's one of my DIY projects. I don't really see them that often, but the mirror dressers were really popular. Again, I don't see them too much now, so I don't really know if how they are now, but they were really popular. And I said, you know what? I have an old dresser. I can easily DIY it and make it into the dresser that I want it to be. And yeah, here we are, a couple years later, and my dresser is still sitting here and it is not completely finished. So, and here it is, even with this, with what I'm doing right now, I'm talking to you guys, with this being a vlog, well, not a vlog, with this right here being a blog post that should be getting uploaded on my website, with this being another episode of General Thoughts. When I look back last year, I started General Thoughts, y'all. I made one episode. The computer, I guess my computer was tripping. I don't know what happened, but it only uploaded 40 minutes of my episode. And ever since then, I never created another episode. And it's like, how can you say you're going to start something and then just like that, you just stop? Like, I feel like, unfortunately, like my whole life is just evidence of me starting stuff and not finishing it and not completing it. And maybe that's about too why I get so fearful sometimes when it comes to my career and things that I'm so passionate about. And not because of me probably having like a lack of faith, as far as like, okay, God, are you going to do this for me? Are you going to do this for me? Am I hearing from you right? Is this going to happen? I think a lot of time it's a lack of faith within myself, because it's like, I don't have no doubt, I feel like, about it, that I feel like God has called me and that I could do big things. And then, of course, as you know, that, with God, that nothing is impossible. But then I look at myself and I'm like, yeah, nothing is impossible, but God can't just do it. You have to do it. You still have to give him something to work with, You can have the faith all day long, but as you know, baby, you got to have a little work behind it now. Faith without work is dead. You got to move a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the fear comes in at, because it's not that I fear that he won't do it. I fear that I won't do it for him to bless it, for it to be done. And yeah, I gotta do better with that, y'all. In the year of 2025, we are having a do it now spirit and a completed / finish it spirit. Okay? Point blank, period, in the end. We're not going to start it and not come back to it, or start it, put it down, and come back to it 6 months from now. Like, I just feel like, too, that's not being that girl, because it goes back to, again, broken promises and not having no self-control. Like, why would you start something and not have enough control to stay at it, to keep doing it? You know what I'm saying? And then we'd be so quick to speak on what we're not seeing in our life and not seeing things progress and move forward. And it's like, God's probably like, how can I move anything forward when maybe you quit? Oh, everything that you start, you never finish. You never even let me like put my stamp on it to do my best work. You stop before I can even do my best work. Like, I don't need a start it now. I'm needing God, help me to see it through, Spirit. Help me to keep going, Spirit. Help me to stay consistent. Discipline me to stay consistent, Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be able to see the evidence and know that I'm not crazy with what it is that God has told me. But you ain't going to be able to see that if you keep stopping. It ain't going to work like that. So we going to do better with that. We're going to do better with that in the year of 2025, because, yeah, I want to see it through. I definitely want to see it through. I need to do so much better. Like, even if you look back, like, on my website, because I was like, you know what? I want to start blogging. I want to start blogging. So I want to also have it in, like, written form, like a blog, but on my website. And I did maybe a couple blogs. And then once I felt like, again, we're supposed to be walking by faith and not by sight. I'm going off what I can see. And from what I can see, was, honey, it looked like it wasn't working. I'm like, I'm making these blogs. I'm taking my time to write it, upload it to my website, try to make it look cute. I'm trying to, add it here and add it there. And I'm getting 2 views. Baby, I'm not wasting my time doing this. But it's like, how that saying go? Obedience is our job. The outcome is his job. I have to keep telling myself that. Like, only thing I'm supposed to do is be obedient. That's my part. It's God's job to work on the outcome. We be so focused on being obedient, but then we also trying to focus on the outcome too. So we looking at it like, God, ain't nothing happening. I'm about to stop because the outcome ain't looking like the outcome I was expecting. I'm gonna be putting all this work in just for the outcome to be 2 views for my blog. Like, nah, we about to do that. But you worry about the wrong thing, baby. You worry about putting the work in, being obedient, giving it your all, and you let God worry about the outcome. And I was just so quick to just look at it as it ain't working. It ain't doing nothing for me. And that's the thing too. We so focused and worried about doing stuff that's going to benefit us versus doing stuff that just will benefit other people. So you look at it as like, why am I doing this? Just taking up my time. That's about it, taking up your time. So you look at it as like, I ain't getting nothing out of this, so why am I doing it? Versus you just looking at it as, I'm being obedient. I don't think I'm getting nothing out of this in return, but I'm just going to be obedient and do what it is that I feel as though God is calling me to do. We don't be having that mindset. We don't be thinking like that. We just thinking about ourselves, being, selfish because we worry about me, and give me. What do I get? Some things you're not going to see a return on your investment. It's just for you to obey and invest. Do what it is that he told you to do. Because I ain't seen nothing happening. I didn't see no fruit coming from my blogs. But who knows? Maybe even if it was just one person who was like, you know what? I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have helped just one person. But you would never know that. And sometimes it's not for you to know. Again, it's just for you to be obedient. Of course, you'll do it if you know you got this one person that live out such and such that's maybe looking for it. You might do it then because you're going off of facts. That's a reality. You already know what their reality is. Somebody's waiting for you to drop it. Somebody's waiting for you to do it. Versus you moving by faith where you don't know why you should be doing this. You just trying to be obedient. God not going to always show us. I feel like that be the thing. I'm like, oh, it ain't benefiting me. I ain't seeing nothing from it. So why am I going to keep going? You're supposed to keep going because you're supposed to be obedient. That's why you're supposed to keep going. Yeah, a lot of times we don't look at it like that because we are, unfortunately sometimes self-centered. So, we're just looking at it as what can we get? And sometimes it's just for you to get value and maybe that's it. So finish it. You never know. And as far as it goes, as far as content is concerned, I had to realize too, like I saw someone say, even if you're not seeing the results that you want to see in the beginning, keep going. Because then when your tribe do find you, now they have a whole catalog, you know what I'm saying, to go off of. When God finally do release, your audience to you, your supporters, you want them to come and be like, oh my gosh, where has she been all my life? She's so good. I need to go all the way back down to all her old stuff and catch up. I want to get to know her. I want to see how she did this. Like, you need your catalog there and ready. How do you say stay ready so you gotta get ready? Baby, stay ready. Already have it ready because you never know when your time might come. You never know when God might send the clients, when God might send the viewers, when God might send the brand, when God might send the investors. You never know. So it kind of did really hit me like, that was so true. You want them to find you and find you with an empty catalog? Like, that makes no sense. You want them to find you, and when they find you working, find you giving value, because one day those people are going to find you. And when I heard that, it was like, dang, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, that's so true. Do you want your tribe to find you and you have nothing there when God do send them? Like you don't know at the end of the day who views your page every single day, who views your YouTube channel or whatever it is that you do, your website, whatever it is. Well, maybe the website. I know sometimes we can get the little alerts to let us know. But even then, we still don't know who it is. They'll just let you know somebody's on your website, from such and such. But we don't know the time nor the day when God might just be sending that one person to pop in at our business or to go on our store, walk into our store, go on our website, or to go on our page, whatever it might be. You don't know when that time is going to come, but you want them to walk into the store and you ain't got nothing on the shelf, or you want them to pull up in the parking lot and see your sign on the door say you're closed. Sorry, we're closed. Or you want them to pull up, y'all open, lights on, the store, the business is clean, it's stuff on the shelves, it's fully stocked. That's how you want them to find you and be like, oh my gosh, I have been looking for this. Y'all sell these? You know what I'm saying? Like when they really put it into perspective like that video I saw, it was such an eye opener. Like, you want them to find you. Find me working. Find me giving value. You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all not getting it right now, like even for instance with this video, even though I'm doing this for the year 2025, somebody might not find this video, baby, to 2030. Oh, gosh. Somebody might not find this video till 2030, and it might help them then. You know what I'm saying? You never know, but that don't mean, oh, not post it. No, post it. And then when God wants them to see it, it will find them. Maybe I'll be dropping gems. I be giving words, honey. I don't care what y'all say, baby. I be giving words. Y'all can soak up this game. Okay? Y'all can soak up this game that I be giving, or y'all can play with it. But honey, I'm telling you, like, that ate me all the way up. That ate me all the way up. So yeah, we are going to do that. Adding that to our list. Come 2025. We finishing what we started maybe in the year 2025. We're finishing what we started, point blank, period. And if you can't finish it, but something that doesn't actually get like completed, then we're continuing. It's going to be sure that we do much better with just completing and finishing what it is that we have started. Okay, period. Next I have on here, being more playful and joyful in 2025. Stop taking everything so serious. Lighten up. Some things really aren't that serious. Learn to pick and choose your battles, but you need to be choosing happiness. That sounds so simple, but I'm definitely going to be working on that come 2025. I am guilty of that. I take a lot of things really serious. And I don't know why I do that. And the crazy thing is, I don't like that. I don't like people that take things like so serious. It's like, okay, lighten up, chill out. Everything ain't gotta be, especially when I think of my mother. I always just feel like with her, like she just does so much. Like, just chillax, relax. And it's like, you don't want to be like her. So yeah, learn to be more playful, more joyful. Like, choose joy. And then, like I wrote, pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? Everything doesn't have to be this long thought out process. Some things just, and I'm not trying to say like to be pushover, let things slide. In relationships, friendships, family, business deals, whatever this may be. But it's like, yeah, pick and choose. Some things are small things compared to a giant. Sometimes there is bigger fish to fry than what it is that you might be wanting and trying to say. Like, kind of just, pick and choose your battles and choose to be playful, joyful, and happy. Like, stop being so uptight all the time, Jade. Like, I'm gonna work on it. Like, because I don't want people to think of me like that. Even though it's not just about what people think of me. I don't want to be that person. I just don't. Like, joy too is one of the fruits of the spirits. Be joyful. Like, Any little inconvenience, I'm not gonna lie, I be so quick to just get like so aggravated. Even just now with me taking a pause and then my ring light started acting up, like I'm just so quick to just be like, you know what, forget it. I don't even want to do it no more. Or like the slightest inconvenience can make me kind of like give up. And I do feel like that's not a good thing. That ain't good to have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just be more playful. Because too, like I keep saying, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Two, he's destroying our happiness. He's trying to destroy and steal our joy. So when he see that you are happy, you in a good mood, and then he do one little thing like having somebody cut you off in traffic. Now you aggravated, or why he did that, and now you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just that quick, he done stole your joy because you was just in a good mood. So now he happy, he rejoicing because he got you. Like, no, I'm so tired of letting him make me fall victim because I know he be getting me all the time. Any little slightest inconvenience will like low key tick me off because it's like that wasn't part of my plan. I didn't plan to have to stop to do that, do this, and do this. Like I didn't plan for that. But it's like, baby girl, you never can plan for that. You don't know how your days is gonna go. So regardless, it's like choose joy, choose to be playful, especially I feel like when it comes to like relationships, um, more so like romantic relationships. I feel like too that used to be a downfall when it came to me, like taking everything just so serious. And when you really think about it, who want to be with a serious, uptight person like that? Again, not saying to be a pushover and not to communicate how it is that you feel to your partner, but again, pick and choose your battles. Like if your partner is doing everything else right, and maybe I don't know, this one time they forgot to put the juice back, or they left socks around, or left the toilet seat up, didn't put the cap on the toothbrush. It's like, is it that serious? Like, do we have to say something? Do we? Like, really ask yourself, do we? You know what I'm saying? Like, pick and choose your battles. You don't necessarily have to even speak about it. Even though I know it can be very aggravating, especially if it's something that happens on the daily or happens, often. But still, I just feel like sometimes we just need to know when it's just like, okay, it ain't that deep. Let's just move on. Because sometimes you're saying something that could just make it worse, and now the energy, the mood is just destroyed. And it's like all of this could have been prevented, but you just want to bring up a little toilet seat or a cap on a toothpaste or something like that. Like, just be playful. Be joyful. I know I want a playful, joyful partner. I don't want to be with somebody that's just so, uptight all the time. I feel like they got to always walk on eggshells because it's like, oh, I don't know what she's going to say. I don't know, like, no. So it's like, I'm going to start, just being mindful of like my attitude and my mood, and do more of being in the moment, being joyful, being playful. Cause I think it's better. And it just seems like you're more your feminine energy when you're like that. When you're just like, not saying like just to be all over the place, but when you're kind of just relaxed, you're talking slower, you're really taking your time to articulate your words, you're communicating healthy how you feel. You're not being all negative Nancy and all this little chatterbox and just complaining, always being so serious. You're raising your voice. It just screams nobody wants to be around you. So that is what I'm going to be doing in this year, in 2025. Okay, mastering being joyful and more playful. You know what I'm saying? What else do I have on here? It says, furthermore, just start keeping your mouth closed. Low key, that is the truth. You talk too much. You talk too much. Keep your mouth closed. Stop talking so much. Stop talking so much. I feel like that can go both ways because even to referring back to like what I just was speaking on, like as far as in relationships, again, it goes back to kind of like pick and choose your battles. Sometimes you might not need to speak on something. Keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so thankful, I'm not gonna lie, for the internet, more particularly TikTok. Because I definitely pray and desire to be a wife. Honey, let me rephrase it. I am a wife and will be somebody's wife one day, hopefully once. Um But it's just so good when you aspire or desire to be something or be someone, and you're surrounding yourself in some type of way around those type of people. And there's so many wives that I see that come up on my timeline, and they just share so much knowledge and so much wisdom. And that's one of the simplest things that they even do speak on sometimes. And it's like, yeah. And even just people that's not even married, I love, of course, to really get love marital advice, especially from people that are in healthy godly marriages. But just in general, you will hear a lot of women say that that's our problem when it comes to dating and being in relationships, is that we talk too much. And I definitely can fall victim for that. I do feel like I talk too much. So it just goes back to my last point. Pick and choose your battles. Everything, you don't need to speak on everything. Like, stay in your feminine energy. And again, not saying to be a pushover. Just letting anyone just do or say whatever in the school or, at the work job, at the workplace, or in your relationship. But it's just a matter of pick and choose. Like, does this really need to be said? Do I really need to speak on this? Or is it just kind of like, oh, it kind of aggravated me, but oh well, and move on. Because sometimes we could just talk too much. We can come across as just nagging, which just isn't fun and cool to be around. Like, baby, we here to look cute, look cute, talk cute, be cute, and that ain't cute, and sometimes be on mute. Sometimes be on mute. You know what I'm saying? Especially, again, if you're dealing with someone, with a partner that's doing almost everything right, and then one little thing happens, like, come on, bro, y'all might have just had a good day, and now they just did this one thing, and you want to, come on, man, we talk too much. And also what I get from that is, even sometimes when it comes to close things that we're dealing with or that we know that we're working on, sometimes we talk too much. Sometimes we can put our own foot in our mouth when it's still in the beginning stages. You know what I'm saying? It could still be very fragile. And sometimes I feel like it's not meant for you to share with anyone, or of course, really have that discernment and know the people that you can share with and the people that you might need to keep it away from. Even though you might think people got good intentions, baby, we just never know. So that's what I get from that too. Like, sometimes we can talk too much. Sometimes keep our mouth closed. Every idea we might not need to run to our best friend and go and tell them. And I'm definitely learning that, I guess, especially too, since I don't really have no friends, and then I don't talk to my best friend every single day. But I'm learning, like, everything doesn't require for you to call and get your best friend's opinion, or call to get your mother's opinion, or call and get whoever's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just need to pray about it, take it to God, wait for him to give you your answer or some type of clarity, or speak to him and try to get your answers versus just running to the next person to get your answers. And then as far as in relationships, it's like you talk too much. Because sometimes you don't need to be going and running, talking to your best friend about everything that you might have going on with you and your partner. Like, I do believe in, like, when you get into a relationship or marriage, whatever you want to call it, your committed situation, keep it between y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through something, who else better to take it up with than the person that created them? Take your problems up to God. Speak to him about it, about what it is that the person is doing. The Bible said, anyway, cast your cares upon him. Okay? I don't care whether it's my husband, whoever it is, baby. I'm taking the care that I have, putting it on him so I can, now I got to deal with it no more because I didn't give it to God. Okay? And I'm going to give it to him and let him work on it and get feedback from what it is he want me to do as far as handling the situation. Like, God, how you want me to handle your son? Because your son down here tripping. Like, that's straight up how I talk to him. But I would just let him know, like, your son down here tripping. How do I handle this? And who else better to tell me than the one who created him? He's going to let you know how to love on your husband or your wife properly. So stop talking too much to other people, thinking that they can help to solve sometimes what it is you're going through. Even though I'm not saying that sometimes they can't. Sometimes, you might need just to get a little, okay, then am I tripping? Or, you know what I'm saying? But you also just want to have, like, this box around you and your partner where you ain't telling everybody what's going on. Your mother, your father, your cousin, your auntie, baby mama, sister, cousin, the third. We ain't got time for all of that. Some things are just for you and that person. put a box in between y'all and close everyone else out. Everybody else don't even know what y'all got going on, especially if they friends with you, because that ain't nobody's opinion. So now you got them all up in your business, but you gonna forgive them and probably go back. And I'm not even talking like, okay, they cheated or nothing like that. I'm just saying, you're 9 times 10, whatever it is, it's probably something simple. You're gonna go back, you're gonna forgive. They not. So now that's gonna be weighing on them forever. And then low-key in the back of their mind, they're gonna always low-key kind of maybe dislike that person because now you brought them into your business. Just keep your mouth closed, okay? I don't know how this kind of went on to being a whole relationship one-on-one thing, but hey, it just said keep your mouth closed. I'm just speaking on keeping your mouth closed away from people, with things that you might have going on, dreams, all of that, aspirations. Some things it ain't meant for you to tell everybody, even your closest best friend. Okay, this past year, my closest friend, somebody I consider a best friend and will literally tell anything to, was literally almost like my walking diary. We're not cool no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that as far as to not be speaking to a best friend or whoever because of fear of y'all might fall out one day, but I'm just saying everything doesn't have to be told. We don't have to speak on everything. And then when y'all get into relationships, keep everybody out of your business, okay? I believe in people should never know whether you're having a good day or a bad day when it comes to your relationship, okay? Some people might take it as, oh, that's being fake. Or like, oh, well, y'all acting like everything perfect and everything not perfect. That ain't acting, baby. It just ain't none of your business. You know what I'm saying? If you're not one of our spiritual leaders or a marriage counselor or somebody that's about to really help us out and really have our best interests for me and that person, then I don't need to tell you what's going on. So yeah, when you ask what's going on, I'm going to just let you know we're doing good. We're in a good place, whatever, because it's no point in me telling you. 9 times 10, you're going to agree with how I agree. And now what do we do? You know what I'm saying? That ain't helping me. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep my mouth closed, point blank, period, and stop announcing things. They'll see it when it comes to the light. Everybody don't need to know what you're working on. Just work. Just do it. Sometimes we'll think too long and hard and talk too much on it that it don't even end up getting done. So now you're doing all this right here for no reason when you ain't even doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep your mouth closed. So my next one says, you don't need an occasion to look good. Get up and look good. I'll take that, Alex, for 5,000. Yeah, so aside from when we first started and me just speaking on in 2025, me investing in myself, and when I, again, going back to what we speak on, investing on my mental, on my health, investing in my child, investing in my career, investing in my appearance, investing in my look. Because it is true, like how they say, when you look good, baby, you feel good. It's like you walk different, you show up differently than when you look a mess, okay? So take the time. If you want to get up a little 30 minutes earlier, hour, whatever it is, take the time. But like, look good. And don't feel like you gotta look good for a certain occasion. My daughter trips me out. Like, even today when I go pick her up, why she gonna be like, Mommy, where you going? Why you got on makeup? Because it's like, if she don't see me in a hoodie and sweatpants, she automatically think I'm going somewhere. Mommy, where you going? Well, she don't really call me mommy. She call me mama. Mama, how should we say that, mama? Mama, where you going? Like, girl, I'm not going nowhere. I don't need an occasion. And not just from her, even just in general. People just feel like I overdress, or it's like, where are you going? Baby, we don't need an occasion to look how we look, which is to look good. We're getting up every day and we're looking good. And who are you looking good for? For me, for me, for me, for me, for me, for me. Y'all saw that going around on TikTok when it's like, them, who you looking good for? And then it's like, you. And they got like Mario down in the corner singing his song like, yeah, I'm looking good for me. Okay? I'm looking good for me because when I look good, I feel good. Don't you want me to feel good? Okay then. So get up and look good. We don't need an occasion. We're not saving our outfits. for once this occasion come. Because I'm not gonna lie, I fall victim of that. Because I'm like, dang, I really want to wear that, but I don't kind of where to go. And it's like, but I don't really want to wear it just to go to X, Y, Z. Because you feel like, ain't that many people going to see you in an outfit. Like, that outfit ain't really for that. And then it's like something might pop up and you like, dang, I could have wear that outfit to that. But it's like, forget it. If you already wear the outfit to that, buy you another outfit to go to that. But baby, we ain't sharing outfits. We're wearing outfits. We're getting cute for ourselves. And we don't need an occasion. We are the occasion. Big General has arrived. That is the occasion. And Big General felt like wearing a mink fur up in Food Lion. Oh, guys. Big General felt like wearing a mink fur in Food Lion. Baby, I am the occasion. I am the moment. That's the gag. The occasion is me. Yeah. Yeah. Point blank period and the end. And people hate when you got that type of attitude, but who cares? It's gonna make me feel good, okay? And maybe I like to feel good, so therefore I'm gonna like to look good. I've even just gotten to the place of just like mastering yourself. So like, for instance, if you are a makeup girly and you need that extra 10 minutes to go ahead and really like perfect your 10-minute routine. So that way, even if it's somewhere where it's last minute or you want to just be able to get dressed quickly, you've mastered how to do your makeup within like 10 minutes. Like me, I've kind of been doing much better. I don't really do too much. For the most part, it's just lashes and what's my thing called? Oh, BB cream and a little bit of what's the thing, y'all? I'm having a brain fart. Not highlighter, not bronzer, concealer. Lord, I was having a brain fart. And a little bit of concealer. But I have mastered it to where I'm knowing how to do it almost like the back of my hand. And even though I'm not an MUA, I don't do it like that. And I definitely don't use expensive makeup because I'm all about being fine on a dime. Hello. Believe it or not, I get a lot of compliments on my makeup. And I'm like, dang, that little old me, like I don't even really got foundation on. This is BB cream. This is lashes. But I'm perfecting it. And when it comes to hairstyles, I know now I like styles that are easy to manage and that are like quick to just, if it's a wig, I need it to be glueless. I need it to be glueless throwing wigs. If it's a hairstyle, I need it to be something that's easy to manage. Because at the end of the day, we want to be able to really maximize our time. We don't want to have to spend so much time on hair and makeup and wardrobe to where we don't have time to really get out here and do what it is that God is telling us to do. Okay, so we want to get into the routine of being able to quickly and affordably, look good, because we know that when we look good, maybe we will feel so much better. Okay, so I encourage everyone to do that. Again, you might not be an MUA girly, but maybe you just do lashes. Perfect how to do your lashes and do them quickly. So when it's time for you to step out, boom, lashes on. Okay? Or boom, you already know your little go-to lip combo. Like, because baby, we gotta maximize our time and be quick and ready to get about the house. Because how to say, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Baby, if you call me, hey, you wanna do this? Or hey, this opportunity came up, give me 30 minutes. Okay? Have the outfits already in the closet. Have the outfits already in the closet. How that old saying go, dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have, baby. So if any given moment you get that dream phone call, that dream email, baby, you should be ready to go. Already have those items in your closet. We're not waiting. And already have your little go-to MUA look, whether that's a lip combo, a lashes, whatever it is. Already have it and have it on deck. Ain't no, I gotta run to Sephora, I gotta run to the hair store. Baby, have it on deck. Learn this year to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And again, this is all going for me too, baby. Okay, I'm already over here been trying to do some online shopping. I'm already trying to start spring and summer shopping. Baby, I'm trying to stay ready. Okay? Period. We don't need a reason to look good because baby, we are the occasion. Period. My next one says here, shoot your shot. And no, not us talking about as far as, oh wait, shoot your shot. And no, we're not talking about as far as Shoot your shot. Send an email. Walk up to him. Be in the room. Just bet on yourself and shoot your shot. You never know what can happen. Ask for it. You have not because you've asked not. Baby. So by shoot your shot, I think what I was trying to say is not probably what you guys are thinking of when you hear shoot your shot. But as far as shoot your shot, like bet on yourself. Like I feel like we don't never want to really bet on ourselves, which I guess goes back to kind of like wanting to invest in ourselves. Like we'll invest it and speak it and motivate everybody else. But when it comes to times to us, we won't shoot our own shot. We won't, we won't bet on our own selves a lot of the times. So in 2025, I'm encouraging myself to shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? And whatever that may be for you. You know what I'm saying? For me, it might be walking up to clients when I'm out and about. Well, potential clients. Walking up to potential clients when I'm out and about and just shooting my shot. Putting myself out there. A lot of times we be waiting for opportunities. Me too. And sometimes we can't wait around for the opportunities. Sometimes we just gotta take it. Grab the opportunity. Shoot our shot and make it our own opportunity. Same way the female is gonna be shooting their shot with these men out here. Because women ain't afraid to do that. Okay? You'll walk up to them, shoot your shot, or start in their DM all day long. But we need to have that same attitude, that same mindset, that same energy when it comes to ourselves. Shoot the shot, apply for the job. Shoot the shot and send the brand the email. Shoot your shot, ask the barista person at Starbucks, can you get your coffee for free? Like, just shoot your shot. Just ask. You never know. And I think what made me think about that was because I remember, I hate to keep saying it, but seeing a video and the guy was saying it, like, basically saying like, shoot your shot. The worst someone can say is no. But next time you're out somewhere, just ask. And he made so much sense because I feel like a lot of people were just so afraid to like ask for things because we don't want to look crazy for asking. When sometimes you just never know. And he was just saying like, yeah, you have a favorite I guess almost like a favorite celebrity or maybe somebody you really want to work with. It's like, shoot your shot, send an email, send a DM, you never know. And he was saying too, you want to come to coffee, you don't know, you could just say, hey, by any chance, is there a way I can have this coffee for free today? And who knows? I don't know, they might go like their manager like, hey, I got somebody who would say, can they get their coffee for free? And they might just be like, I don't know, it's such and such time, give it to them. You just never know, but he was just pointing it out like, you have not because you ask not. Ask. And that made so much sense because I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't famous for that. I don't be wanting to ask because I don't want to look dumb. Like, what you mean can you get this coffee for free? Like, girl, won't stop playing. It is $7.92. Cash your card. You know what I'm saying? You don't be wanting to look dumb. You don't want to look like somebody playing you to the left. But it's like, forget them. You just say, I thought I'll ask. But what happens if you send an email and you actually get a response? Or what happens if you ask and the answer actually is yes? What happens if you ask and you really do get it for free? Okay then. You have not because you asked not. So shoot your shot this year. Bet on yourself. So again, shooting my shot for me this year will look something like, me being up in some of these brands DMs or the emails, and me walking up to potential clients, or me getting business cards and just walking up to strangers and giving them out. Like, baby, I'm just shooting my shot. I'm just betting on myself. They either going to relate or they not. They're going to relate or they're going to hate. You know what I'm saying? And even for the ones that might not necessarily book you, at least still they respect you and they relate to you. You never know still where that might go. But you have to put yourself out there, which goes back to, of course, just having confidence. So we got to have confidence in ourselves and shoot your shot. Yo, we got to shoot our shot. I hope I can find that video when he was speaking on that. I really hope I can. I hope I can. But I hope that I tried my hardest to break it down the way that I remember it. Because basically that's what I got out of it. Like, shoot your shot. You never know. Open your mouth and ask. You have not because you ask not. point blank simple. So again, I say I'm gonna implement that in my life come 2025. I'm just asking. Baby, the sky is the limit. X. Okay? What else do I have? Oh, I have one here. Over romanticize your life. I don't care what it is, down to the simplest things. Over romanticize, baby, and don't care who is looking, who's watching, who gives a damn. This is your life. Do what makes you happy out loud. Over romanticize your life. I love that. You know, and I'm seeing, of course, a lot of people as far as like online, as far as social media is concerned, speaks on that, like over romanticizing your life, and I love it. It's almost just like giving like this like big grand gesture, or just feeling like just being over romantic, you know, when it comes to the simplest things in your life. It's almost like just creating this big like luxury like imaginary feeling. Even though it's not even like imaginary feeling, it's just like you just hyping everything up that you have going on in your life. It could be something as just as simple as you waking up in the morning. But baby, you wake up in the morning like you waking up to $1 million in the bank account, like you waking up in the best 5-star hotel, downtown, uptown, wherever it is that you want to be, Dubai, with the best room service. You have the best house. You know what I'm saying? You like, you just over romanticize it. And I have kind of started doing it, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm over romanticizing everything, and it feels good. It feels just so good to just wake up, open up my blinds, let the light in, sit in my bed for just a little minute, breathe. You know what I'm saying? Give God praise. I'm waking up, I'm putting my robe on, like, baby, it's like I'm in my own little movie. Okay? Like, this is my movie. Okay? I'm the main character. I'm gonna always give main character energy, because baby, I am the main character. This is my movie, and I'm the star in it, and that's just all it is. It's like putting your life in a movie, like your life is on display, and maybe when they walk by, they're gonna say, "Oh my gosh, our life is just top tier," and baby, it is. So I definitely recommend that. Over romanticize, baby, overemphasize, just overdo everything. Overdress too while you at it. Overemphasize, overdress, overdo it, over romanticize everything. Okay? They're gonna be looking at you walking up in the Starbucks like, who she thinks she is? She just come here for a cup of coffee, and baby, you gonna think this is Cinderella getting this cup of coffee, okay? Because I'm gonna give you a movie every time. Just living gracefully, moving romantically, moving gently. Over romanticize your life. Period. And I'm gonna do that. And I have on here, I said, make it known that you're shooting content instead of making yourself feel uncomfortable. Make them around you feel uncomfortable. Be comfortable and shoot your content. So I think by that, I mean, I have a thing of where I guess I kind of feel like I'll minimize myself to make other people feel comfortable. Because, of course, my goal is to never make anybody feel uncomfortable. But I feel like I'll minimize myself to make somebody else feel comfortable. Especially if I was already here first, baby. I'm going to make myself feel comfortable. And if you feel uncomfortable, you know what you can do. You can leave. But I'm going to make myself feel comfortable at all times. Point blank, period, in the end. And if I'm shooting content, I feel like sometimes, especially if I'm out and about, if I'm in public, I kind of do it to where I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And I want sometimes, you know, sometimes I be a little shy with it. So I feel like I don't do my content as boldly in public as, of course, as I would, you know, behind closed doors. And I don't want to do that no more. You know, I want to live my life boldly. And if me being a content creator is who I am, then I'm going to be doing that and doing that boldly, doing that confidently. I'm not doing it shy, timid. No. And I'm not doing that to minimize myself to make you feel good because you around me and I got my camera out and I'm doing my thing. You either like it or you leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was really, really hard. I feel like that was really hard for me. Especially just starting off because, again, I never wanted to make anybody feel no type of way. So I would rather sometimes even not even bring out my camera at all because I have other people around. Or it's a certain shot I might want, but instead of me really getting that shot and really focusing on that, I kind of just like get it and then walk away versus me really taking my time and putting my all into it and doing what it is I said I want to do, knowing that that's what I would do if I was by myself. But because I'm with y'all or I'm with you, I'm just like, and it's like, no, I'm a content creator and I'm doing it boldly, you know. So if you're around me, you need to be comfortable with it because, baby, I'm gonna be comfortable with it. I'm already so proud of myself and how I've grown as far as, you know, recording myself in public and not really giving a damn. Because 2024 last year, I feel like I killed it. I used to feel like I needed like an audience or I needed people, you know, to go with me so I wouldn't be as shy. And baby, now I don't care where I'm at. I'll plop that tripod open and don't let it be nighttime. I need more light. I'll add me a light on top and baby, I'm gonna get my content. Point blank, period, MDN. I don't care who's watching. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like too, that's how we so much need to move. Like, move like you can give a care less in the world who is watching. This is my assignment and I'm gonna do what it is that I was called to do. And I'm not about to let you get in my way because you might be feeling uncomfortable. That's crazy. That's nonsense. I'm not doing it. Like, no, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And it goes to as well to be sure that you got people around you that's, you know, supportive of what it is that you do. If you're a content creator and they know you are anyway, shouldn't nobody be around you that got a problem with it. So if you are trying to, you know, do your thing, I mean, I get it too, that they might not necessarily understand everything that it is that you do, but they should be supporting you. And if they don't support you, you don't need to be around them. And I'm just getting myself in the mindset of anyway of doing it as if it was costing you that bad. So, for instance, sometimes I feel like we don't necessarily want to do something and give it our all. Because again, we don't feel like there's no fruit, you know, coming out of it as far as for us. But I'm trying to change my mindset of do it, baby, just as if you would do it and present it if this was for a brand. If this was for that big bag that you want. You know what I'm saying? Do it and present it like that as if it's already here. And even if it is here, but you don't have that necessarily one yet, do it like it's already yours. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing this and I'm doing this for a brand, I'm doing this for a bag, that big bag, them zeros. Why am I about to let a stranger, Sally Sue, stop me from getting my bag? Furthermore, why am I about to let Sally Sue stop me from doing my purpose? Stop me from that brand seeing me or that brand reaching out. I'm not about to do that. You got to move like you got something to lose. And maybe I got something to lose. And I ain't about to lose it fooling with you because you looking at me as I'm trying to do my thing. And now I feel uncomfortable. If anything, I want you to look at me and you get uncomfortable. Okay? I want you to be like, dang, she doing her thing. She's confident. She doesn't even care that we're around. Oh my God. It's like, let me move out of her way. Yep. Move out of my way, please. Yep. And shout out to the ones who do see you do your thing and they'll give you your compliments. They'll give you flowers. You know, they'll boost you up. It's always just so good, you know, to just kind of knock the chill or the edge off a little bit. Because, of course, I've definitely, you know, be having that happen while I'm out doing my thing. People will stop, even if they're driving. I had this lady stop. It was like, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever this is, it's everything. Keep doing it. Like, she just loved the outfit. And I guess where I was at, it just went so good. It was just so cohesive. And, of course, it's just always good to, you know, hear that good feedback. But I'm just letting you know, baby, have it, even if you don't. Even if you're not getting that good feedback, come with it, you know, bring it. Again, time is just moving too fast. Like, we don't got time to be not doing what it's really do because we worry about somebody else, baby. Because they're going to get there. So get yours. Okay? So we just having a positive mindset. That's something else, of course, I'm going to keep trying to have for 2025. I know Pastor Todd spoke on the word optimism last year. And it's like, dang, even sometimes that you can't even have faith, it's like, at least be optimistic. Like, at least hope for something good. You know what I'm saying? Even in the worst case scenario. So, yeah, I'm just like really trying to do my thing and be optimistic, hope for the best, pray for the best, and think the best, and not just always thinking the worst all the time. So have some faith, have some hope. That is what I'm trying this year, along with everything else. I really hope I gave y'all some good stuff. I feel like that was all of my notes. I can't really think of anything else necessarily, just like off the top of my head to add. So I really hope and pray that I gave you guys, like, you know, just some good insight of the things that it is that I'm wanting to just do better and implement into 2025 while letting some of the other things go. Yeah, I just want to be, again, more positive. I want to get more value. I finally watched The Forge on Netflix with I think she was a preacher, with Priscilla Schreier. I'm probably saying her name wrong, forgive me, but the movie was everything. I've been hearing so much about it, and one of the lines that stood out to me so good in that movie was him saying, "Don't be a drain, be a fountain," and that was just a whole word. And Pastor Todd, he speaks on anyway, like just being a seed thrower. Like every day you should be waking up and trying to find ways that you can throw seeds, that you could be a blessing to someone, that you can give value to someone. Like every day you should be trying to be a seed thrower and asking God, where exactly can you do that? And that's what it made me think of when he said that, like, to be a fountain. Of course, fountain pours, fountains give, versus a drain. They just suck it all up. You know, they just take. And I don't want to be the drain. I don't want to be the person that's just taking. I want to be a fountain. You know, I want to pour. I want to give. I want to throw seeds into people's lives. And even just as simple as this video, it's so therapeutic, which is why I'm going to definitely try to keep General Thoughts going, which is just what it says, General Thoughts, me giving my thoughts, my opinion. I'm going to definitely try to keep my blog going because it's very therapeutic, and I feel like in my own way it helps me to be a fountain. Of course, you never really know, like, all the people that really sit down and watch your video, especially from beginning to end, but it's like all you care about, again, is just being obedient and not worrying about the outcome. But even if just one person walks away with something from my videos, you know, when they come across it, then I feel like I've done my part in being a fountain. And I even tell my daughter all the time, like, yeah, be a seed thrower, you know. And it might not always be monetary, you know. You might not always necessarily have money to give to someone, but always just look for ways when you're out and about that you can just throw seed, even if it's something just as small as a compliment to someone. I'll let my daughter know all the time, like, okay, while we in the store, which I need to get back on her with that. While we in the store, you need to give out one compliment, you know, or while you at school, you need to give out 2 compliments, or say something nice to someone, start a conversation with someone who's usually quiet or who sits in the back of the class. But just making someone's day, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of us, we can be a drain where we think it's all about us, all about me, and somebody giving you value, somebody giving you compliments, giving you wisdom, sowing into your life. And it's like, well, when do you become a fountain? When do you give? When are you going to do your part and throw seeds? So that's not on my list. But again, after watching The Forge and just piggybacking off of what Pastor Mike Ben said, yeah, that's definitely going to be another focus of 2025, to be a fountain and not a drain. I'm definitely going to have to watch that movie with my baby. She needs to watch that. That movie was so good. But yeah, y'all give to somebody. in some way, some shape or form, give in any way that you can. And like even Pastor Todd would say, it might even be just you giving them a note that has your church name, you know, written down. You just inviting them to church. Like, you'll just be surprised. But it's just like, make somebody day, you know. So now when I'm going through lines sometimes to the cashiers, especially the ones who, you know, you could just tell who look a little aggravated, like they're ready to go home, I make conversation. You know, most people probably just come through that line, barely even asking them how they doing. I used to be a cashier at Harris Teeter. I know how it is. The only thing that's on your mind is you looking at that belt or that cart and see how much stuff they got, and you just trying to get them through. But it's like, just as simple as just ask them how they doing. You know, I hope you're not working too hard. What time you get off? You know, I hope you're getting off soon. You know, you'll be surprised. You see them from just going from like this stale looking face to you see them smile. You see that personality a little bit. And who knows, they're probably thinking like, dang, for once out of 80 customers, one person finally, you know, spoke to me. They finally acknowledged me. They invited me to their church. They complimented me on my hair or my nails, or they said something nice to me. They, you know, you'll just be surprised. So yeah, I guess we'll leave it off with that, y'all. To be a fountain and not a drain. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do everything that I said I was gonna do. And hopefully y'all can hold me accountable. And y'all let me know in the comments, especially if you watch this all the way to the end. Shout out to you. But yeah, y'all leave it in the comments, like things too that y'all are working on. Because who knows, it might be something else too that I can add to my list that I kind of need to like incorporate into 2025. This is what, like the second week. I'm definitely, of course, just praying, but nothing but good things for 2025. Y'all let me know too if y'all did a vision board, if y'all wrote anything down, and y'all don't mind sharing like what's some of the things that y'all have on y'all's. On mine, I know I have on there good health. You know, like I said, I'm trying to, you know, eat better. You know, and prayerfully as time can go on, I'm not like rushing it and making it seem like, oh, I'm like on this crazy diet, but you know, just trying to get back to a good size, and eating better. I'm trying to stay active. I have that on there. I have good eating on there, good clean eating, hopefully. Or at least 80-20. I want to be eating at least like 80% kind of like clean and lean, and a little 20%, maybe a little bit of, you know. But yeah, and I have some traveling on there. I definitely want to travel this year. Hopefully I can get into doing more as far as being a content creator, and also friends. I definitely want to open myself up to more friends and stuff. I always get kind of weary when it comes to like meeting friends as an adult, especially with, like I said, me just losing a close friend last year. So I kind of feel like I got kind of trust issues, but we gonna work on that. You know, God sometimes removes so he can bring you better. So maybe that was the case. So I definitely want to keep praying for good friends, and you know, friends that just get me. You know, I want to be around those who have my answers and not my problems, as my pastor back home would say. So I want to be around like-minded people, more creators, events, and just taking my platforms to another level. That's basically sums up what I have on my vision board, just growing in progress. So yeah, if you guys don't mind, share below what's on you guys' vision boards, or just what some things that you guys are gonna be working on towards this year. And again, I wish just all y'all nothing but the best. I'm praying come December of 2025, we will have some good updates. Hopefully I will still have blogs steady coming. So we're gonna pray that this is not the first and the last vlog of this year, like how I did last year. So y'all pray for me as I can prayerfully pray for y'all. But yeah, y'all, I think that's about it. This is kind of long, so again, if y'all watched it to the very end, I appreciate you. Furthermore, God loves you, and I pray that you really did hope. I pray you really did hope. I pray that you really did walk away with something, you know. And even if you just want to share it in comments, you know, if you walked away with anything from this video, I appreciate it, you know. I ask you to respond back to my comments, so y'all don't be shy. Okay, but again, if you haven't, of course, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff if you guys want to. And yeah, I will see y'all, my generals, in my next video. We should have some hauls coming soon. And I'm gonna try to get back more into vlogs this year. So yeah, a lot of hauls and a lot of vlogs. But yeah, you guys, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.